Super Rugby, round 13, the Saturday game. I have been relegated out to the kitchen. This was a Sunday night game. And, yeah, my daughter's asleep in my new normal location. So, yeah, I'm out here in the kitchen having watched the Sunwolves go down 33 points to nil over in Canberra. That was a pretty one sided game. It's the second time now that the Sunwolves have been kept to no points, so pretty disappointing result for them. And I guess for the Brumbies, I guess you could say silencing some of those critics who've been talking about them playing ugly. With the amount their backs got involved into this one, it was yeah, a bit of a different story from last week's result against the Blues. I did miss the start of this game. I came home just when Yamanaka was going off injured. I'm not quite sure what happened to him, but it did look pretty serious. They said they'd taken him to hospital as a precautionary measure. I took my wife and my mum out for dinner. Of course, my dad, despite being sick, still tagged along because he's not one to miss a free meal. But yeah, by the time I got home, pouring down with rain here in Auckland, it was 14-0. It was about, I think, 15 odd minutes gone, maybe 20. And yeah, the Sunwolves were down 14 points. Now, I did get to see those first two tries in the highlights package at halftime. Spate went in for his first one on 13 minutes. He and Kurandrani down the right wing. It was pretty slick. Spate, if he's going to push for a World Cup berth, is going to have to do something magic. And a team which is scoring tries through rolling mauls is not exactly the best ad for a winger. But hey, maybe he got something out of this game. And then Powell, it was down the right wing again, got the second try a few minutes later. That's when I got home and I saw the game. I did see the Sunwolves hold off a Brumbies maul at about 24 minutes, and it seems like it was not the first time they had done that during the game. So they'd obviously done their homework on what the Brumbies were doing with that, that attacking play of theirs. But the Brumbies can hurt you in more than just one way. I've been saying for a while that they've got outside backs like Spate, Banks, Pulu, these guys can and will score tries when given a chance out wide. 26 minutes, Spate gets his second try. Again, it's out wide and it comes from a maul that doesn't quite work. So when plan A fails, they do have plan B, which was something I was a wee bit concerned about after that Blues game. This is the Sunwolves, so I guess kind of take a bit of it into consideration as to whether other opposition will be more defensively sound, but hey, you still got to give them that credit. 19-0 it was at halftime. So many scrum penalties against the Sunwolves in this one. It was an area where they were able to hold the maul, but the scrum was pretty costly. Second half, Kuzak almost goes in for a try, but he knocks the ball over just as he's going to dot it down. And then Banks gets a try on 52 minutes. Spate is the man who sets it up from a scrum move, and it's 26-0 by that point. And then, Samu. It was a Brumbies pouncing on a bit of turnover ball, loose ball. Slipper's the one who grabbed it, and then Kurandrani got a break, a great offload, and then Samu in a bit of open space for a try, 33 points to nil, and that's how it finished. I guess Brumbies maybe a little disappointed they didn't keep going on. Sunwolves definitely very disappointed they didn't get any points. They didn't get close in this game. In terms of the stats, you look at it and there are some bits that look kind of even, some stuff that actually looks pretty good for the Sunwolves. Run meter is 495 to 429, so the Brumbies just edging it. But then you look at the number of runs they made. The Brumbies made 90 runs and the Sunwolves made 136. So despite having 46 less runs or fewer runs, the Brumbies still managed more run meters out of that ball they had. So doing a lot with the ball they were given. They only had 45% possession and 37% territory to the Brumbies, and they still got 5 tries to none. Tackling percentage again is a bit costly here for the Sunwolves. 86% for the Brumbies, very good for Super Rugby. 74% for the Sunwolves. So 1 in 4 of their tackles is getting missed. 113 tackles had to be made by the Brumbies, just the 56 for the Sunwolves. Penalties conceded was 8 to the Brumbies, 10 to the Sunwolves, so a fair few of those would have been at scrum time. But yeah, bonus point win for the Brumbies puts them at the top of the Aussie Conference, so after kind of being looking a wee bit down and out, the Brumbies have proven they're still a force to be reckoned with in that Aussie conference. They've got a decent run in towards the end of the comp, so we'll see if they can maintain the spot. It's not going to be easy because it is tight, but yeah, other teams losing this week will also give them a bit of breathing room. Maybe between them and the Rebels, I guess we'll see. The Sunwolves still hunting that elusive third win. This was not going to be the one for them. They do go back to Japan now, so we'll see if they're able to do anything when they get back there. You guys let me know your thoughts on the game. Did anything happen in those first 20 that I missed? Any news about the Yamanaka injury, I guess, would be helpful. He was going off on a stretcher when I started watching, so it did seem pretty serious. But yeah, good win for the Brumbies. Congratulations to those guys. Again, back to the drawing board for the Sunwolves. But yeah, you guys let me know your thoughts. I'll talk to you again soon. See you later.